At the beginning of the year 2022, I quit my lucrative software engineering job at Meta after I had reached financial independence. Since then, my portfolio has tanked 40%. Inflation, fears of a recession, stock valuation multiple contraction, and an escalating conflict in Ukraine have hammered the stock market in general, but my risk-forward, growth-oriented stock portfolio in particular. Is my retirement over? Will I have to call my boss to get my old job back? Hi, I'm Daniel, a retired Meta software engineer. This is my channel, Gainfully Unemployed, where I make videos about investing, personal finance, and financial freedom. If you enjoy videos like this, then please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the little bell icon so that you get notifications as soon as I upload new videos. Just a little more than a month ago, in early January, I walked away from a secure and well-paid job at Meta as a software engineering manager to start a new journey, early retirement. Even before I handed in my badge, the stock market had already started pulling back and reducing multiples on growth stocks and small caps and generally riskier plays. Soaring inflation, looming rate hikes by the Federal Reserve, and fear of a recession, as well as a quickly escalating conflict in Ukraine, had thrown the stock market into a downward spiral by the end of January. As of February 25th, my stock portfolio had crashed almost 40% since its highs in early November of 2021. 40%! My stock and crypto portfolio is very much risk forward. I have approximately 40% in each Facebook or Meta and Tesla, and another 8% or so in various cryptocurrencies. The remaining 12% of my portfolio are split among different tech, innovation, and growth-oriented stocks and ETFs. With multiples contracting on various investments that I'm holding, and with a devastating reevaluation of Facebook or Meta after the earnings call in early February, almost half of my stock portfolio went up in flames. Has my adventure of early retirement failed after only 1 month? Do I have to go back begging for my old job back? For me, the most important thing is to keep a cool head and don't panic. Yes, my stock and crypto portfolio just tanked and essentially got cut in half. But panicking and selling everything now would be a terrible mistake. When I made the decision to go into early retirement in late 2021, the stock market was already starting to pull back, and I understood that. I was also expecting for that to continue on for at least several more months. Granted, the sell-off happened much quicker and was much more abrupt than I had anticipated, but I had a plan in place to weather the downturn. And that plan includes dealing with the continued struggles that I absolutely expect for the remainder of the year. To prepare for the expected downturn on market turbulences, I did 2 things primarily. 1, I built out a significant cash position ahead of time. 2, I am executing a bearish option strategy. To build some resilience for the continued market downturn, I accumulated a significant cash position of approximately 2 years' worth of living expenses. If I have to, I can draw from that cash buffer for 2 years without having to liquidate any additional assets. This gives me some stability and comfort in the short and midterm and can hopefully keep me over water until the market turns back up again. Now, you're probably and rightfully asking, what if it takes longer than 2 years? You're gonna be screwed. And you're right. Many market downturns take significantly longer than 2 years and even longer to recover to their previous highs. This is where my bearish option strategy kicks in. In addition to having built a significant cash buffer, I'm also executing a bearish option strategy. I'm capitalizing on the high implied volatility in the market by selling covered call options against the positions I'm holding. Most of my positions generally already have a very high implied volatility. To illustrate this, a 30-day at-the-money call option against Meta or Tesla will pay 5% and 7.5% respectively of the underlying value in premium. Annualized, that is 60 and 90% respectively. As a result, I can at least very significantly reduce my cash burn rate and prolong the 2 years of cash reserves that I hold for significantly longer than that. If you want to know more on how this strategy works, then stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. I will be releasing a video that goes into more detail as well as what the major risks are with the strategy within the next few weeks. With my 2-year cash buffer and my bearish option strategy that can produce significant cash flow from options premiums for at least as long as the market continues going down, I'm certain that I can withstand a market downturn significantly longer than 2 years. When I first decided to give early retirement a shot, I was well aware of the risks associated with it. I have a very risky portfolio, one absolutely not suited for early retirement according to common personal finance principles. But reality is also, I can return into my old profession at almost any time, at least for the first few years, without any problem. My skills as an engineer and a manager will continue to remain relevant. In addition to the experiences I made pursuing passion projects during early retirement, like this one. So I felt comfortable taking the gamble to retire with a high-risk portfolio and a reasonable strategy, even in the middle of a market downturn. Because even in the worst case, I wouldn't be losing everything. I would just pick up my phone, call my old boss, and go back to working my old job. You know, like everyone else. I'm 1 month into my early retirement, and my intention is to stick with this for at least a year and then to re-evaluate the situation. If my cash burn rate turns out to be significantly higher than anticipated, or the market goes from bad to worse and my assets all virtually disintegrate, then I may have to reconsider. Until then, I will stick to and continue executing my strategy. Keep an eye on my assets as well as my cash reserves and closely monitor what the market overall is doing. And most excitingly, and of course, I will document this entire process here on my channel for you guys to follow. If you would like to take part in this adventure, please subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell icon so you get notifications as soon as I upload new videos. If this was entertaining or useful to you, please leave a like for the YouTube algorithm. If you have any questions or would leave to like some feedback, please do so in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and see you next time. I am Daniel and this is my channel, Gainfully Unemployed.